The first principle of intuitive eating is reject the diet mentality. So the way they summarize this is throw out the diet books and magazine articles that offer you the false hope of losing weight quickly, easily, and permanently. Get angry at diet culture that promotes weight loss and the lies that have led you to feel that you were a failure every time a new diet stopped working and you gained back, every time the new diet stopped working and you gained back all the weight. If you allow even one small hope to linger that a new and better diet or food plan might be lurking around the corner, it will prevent you from being free to rediscover intuitive eating. So let's take a breath on that. Reject the diet mentality. Now, one thing that's standing out to me here as I'm reading this is actually like that last piece where they say, free to rediscover intuitive eating. And I think what's standing out is the word rediscover. And the reason for that is I think it's interesting, right? Like intuitive eating is this philosophy, and you might be sitting here listening and thinking, well, I've never practiced intuitive eating, so why would I rediscover it? Wouldn't I discover it? And what I love that they're alluding to here is that intuitive eating is the natural way to be with food and to be with your body. And they're just bringing some principles into a culture that has really adopted unnatural ways of being with food. They're illuminating principles that are in alignment with the natural way. And they are helping you rediscover that natural way. And that natural way is something that they're calling intuitive eating. That's what they've labeled it. But I love that they use the term rediscover because they, I think, are alluding to that fact that these are principles that that allow more freedom because it aligns with more natural living, right? And what they're saying in this particular principle with principle 1, reject diet mentality, is I think they're bringing light to how unnatural the diet culture has trained us, has conditioned us, right? And I think it's powerful that they are kind of labeling things accurately, right? Because usually it's the opposite. Like in our culture, usually we have all these like unnatural ways of being or rules, so to speak, right? And then we label those good. And then when we can't follow them, we label ourselves as bad, right? And what they're doing here is reversing that. So they're labeling what is unnatural as it is unnatural. You know, they even say get angry, right? They give you permission to be like, wait, this is not okay. And then to label, to find some relief. And if those things aren't working for you, and those things, it's very hard to get those things to work with any sort of peace of mind or sustainability, right? And so then to acknowledge, like, that's not because I am wrong or bad. That is because that way of thinking, that approach, those quote unquote guidelines are unnatural. And I think the more we can think in those terms of natural versus unnatural, and the more we can practice putting our trust back into what is natural, the more ease and joy and freedom and sustainability and peace of mind and success we find with any endeavor, including our health. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you found this content helpful, please consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel. Also, if you're wondering how to become healthier, I've created a free masterclass for you that is truly your ultimate wellness guide. It's called Fit and Fabulous for Life: 7 Secrets that'll help you find your healthy living sweet spot. If you're intrigued, you should see a link to it on your screen now. You'll also find a link to it in the description box of this video. Thanks again for tuning into this video, and I hope you'll consider checking out my free Fit and Fab masterclass.